Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Let's Talk Marriage, your favorite marriage show. And you're live on GH Gospel Radio. Last week, we talked about why some wives are tired of marriage and the fact that some wives don't seem to care about marriage anymore. They don't seem to care if their husbands are not in the picture anymore. And just like we do on Let's Talk Marriage, we are very fair. We like to talk for both sides and examine what goes on in each other's lives, both husbands and wives. So today we're going to talk about why some husbands are tired of marriage. And by popular request, our very own counselor Albert Krampah is here with us again. You guys saw how he delved into the issues and really gave us so much information about why some wives are tired. And we know that tonight is going to be even more fantastic. Counselor Albert, you're welcome. You're welcome. We appreciate you being with us this evening.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
So, Counselor Albert, let's dive right in. What is going on with some husbands? Why are some husbands tired of marriage? Why is it that these days it looks like more and more men or more and more husbands are tired of being married? What are the wives doing that is making the husbands tired of marriage?
Okay. Um, hmm. Thank you so much, and good evening to your cherished viewers. Getting tired about marriage, I will pick it up from the general aspect of um, life and say that under normal circumstance, people get tired of everything.
Mm,
People get tired of everything.
mm,
And the tiredness comes when you think that you are really not getting what you expected to get.
mhm,
That is it. Yeah. People get tired about the work they are doing.
mm,
People get tired about, some even get tired of having children because they are not getting what they actually expected.
mm,
People get tired of traveling. People get tired of being with a friend, or it could be anything. Even in your own home, there are times
mhm,
people who say that, oh, let me leave my siblings, let me leave my mother or my father, let me go and live alone. So as young as 18, 19 years, the person will leave home, just that I'm tired of the home.
mm,
My dear, the thing is that when it happens like that, you getting tired about the home,
mm,
that it comes with two reasons. It's
mm,
either you think you are not understood in the home, so that is why you want to leave.
mm,
Number two is either you are being corrected in a rightful way that will help you tomorrow, but you still want to stick to your own personal character that you are demonstrating.
mm,
So for you to not being able to be straightened or disciplined, then you move away.
mm,
So getting tired about something, you need to weigh the option and you have to be more sincere to yourself.
mm,
You can be tired, but at the end of the day, are you sure that being tired of that particular thing or that particular situation, are you sure that you are not contributing to it?
mm,
Are you sure you are not being selfish to the situation? Are you sure that the person you are thinking that he or she is making you tired, are you sure the person is not rather helping to remold you that you don't want to be molded?
mm,
So getting tired, yes, you can be tired. Doc, people get tired about schooling. They don't
mm,
want to school. Yes, people get tired about learning. They don't want to learn again. So
mm,
quickly they stop everything. They enter into trading.
mm.
Sometimes people even get tired about being a Christian.
I know.
Yeah, and they get tired about belonging to a particular denomination. So they move on from being belonging to this denomination and then let me go and be here. I don't want to join charismatic again. Let me go back to the denomination. It could be anything. So the reason I'm giving all these general examples means that being tired is not something new. So
Okay.
far as you are a human being, you are likely to be tired about something.
Mm.
But where I want to pick it from is that the easiest way for somebody to be tired about something is when you lack the foundation of that particular thing. Number two, when you decided to do that thing, enter that place, take that person, stay with that person, do that particular thing you are doing that you are tired about. The reason why people get tired is that we didn't take our time to look up into what we are actually going in for.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Because when you do that, for example, if it is about business, particular business you decided to enter, when
Mm-hmm.
you do the needful assessment, analysis, the
Mm-hmm.
financial side, the marketing side, the sales side, and then the profit side, in order for you to know that at least I will inject money into it for about 3 to 6 months before I can even start breaking even. When up to 3 months, 4 months, and you are shorting money, you will not be tired because you prepared yourself and you know that this business I can start breaking even after 6 months. But
Mm-hmm.
wherever you think somebody is getting money from it, and the person said that, oh, it's a very good business, a very good business, and then quickly your money that you have at the bank, you also took it and then you enter into because somebody is saying that it's a good business. But you didn't find out from the person when it started being good to the person.
Mm. Mm.
You see, that has been our problem. So whether a wife will be so tired in marriage or a
Mm.
husband be tired in marriage, I
Mm.
think that there's a kind of, I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to put it in English, but dog, maybe you help me. I say, "Trimide no dawson, trimide won't be brave."
Okay, so it's like
There.
we don't prepare adequately and
We
we
don't
want things
prepare
to be
adequately, and we think that it's like a vehicle. Immediately you sit in, you spark, and then it's going. No.
we don't want to sacrifice and do the work.
That is the thing. So there are so many factors that comes into it. I want to dwell much more on this one before I give out the points.
Mm.
What I'm trying to say is that yes, people can be tired in a very positive way. And truly,
Mm.
when you look at the reason why they are tired, yes,
Mm.
they deserve to be tired. That one
Mm.
is there.
Mm.
That one is there, yes. But
Mm.
whereby most of the times it's not that we are being justified that yes, you deserve to be tired, but most of the times even being justified that you deserve to be tired, there were
Mhm.
certain things that you probably could have done which could have salvaged or maybe saved whatever that is going on.
Mm.
For me, my dear, when you enter into marriage and you're a Christian, you've prayed about it, and then you are sure of it that God says, this is my wife, this is my husband. No
Mm.
matter whatever that happens,
Mm.
no matter what, then the person is trying to say that there are things God can do and there are some God cannot do.
Mm.
If it is not like that, then it means that no matter how the situation is and no matter how the condition is,
Mm.
if only you know God's hand is in what you are doing, then it means that there is a way around.
Out. Mm.
Because there's a way out, sorry. Because the Bible says something. It says, you will know the truth, or you shall know the truth, and
Mm.
the truth will set you
Let
free.
me pray. Mm.
So it means that there is a key that you will need that can open that door for you to know the truth, and then
Mhm.
the truth will set you free. And where do you get the truth from?
Mm.
And you see, dog, in marriage, there is nothing that you can use the knife to cut. There's no issue. Everything is being done and resolved by the same thing that is coming from our mouth.
Mm.
But the secret is that there is something very strong that works within the marriage, which we have undermined it.
Mm.
Especially Christians, when we are entering into marriage, we all consider about prayer, fast and prayer, fast and prayer. The person will fast, the person will pray and break all the demonic aspect and the demons and the witches from their spouse's home.
Mhm.
But there's something stronger
Mm.
and demanding in the marriage more than that demonic spirit,
Mm.
which is your mind.
Mm.
Which is your mind that always seems to have influence on your emotions.
Mm.
When the mind says this, that is the end. Nobody will pray and say that this marriage that I'm going into it, I pray that Father, take hold of my mind. Never allow the enemy to use it as a playing area or a kind of a hope to be able to destroy this marriage. Father, strengthen my mind. Father, let me know where I have to apply knowledge and where I have to apply wisdom. Because the mind is the strongest hold for the enemy. Now, the reason why I'm bringing in the mind is that when the mind decides or comes to terms or accept that this is what my wife is doing and I don't like, right from there, the mind communicates otherwise to you. So no matter how you like, you love and cherish the person, now you have a kind of unanticipated thoughts in your mind. But when the mind is so strong for you to know that, like I said, this is the business I want to do. I am not only entering into this business, dog, because somebody said it is good, it is very lucrative and all that. I am entering into it because I know that this business is part of me and I will do it. Dog, with that one, no matter how the situation is, you fight to the end. Because there is something that is keeping you going, not only the passion, but also the interest you have in it. That is keeping you going. But when you enter into the business only because of money, no matter what, if you are not careful, the tendency or the possibility that you will regret of going into that business because you didn't weigh the earlier challenges about it. You didn't weigh the kind of ups and downs and all that. You didn't also check that the business you are entering, you are now going to develop your own, or you are going to build your own customers. And customers will stick with you when they begin to trust what you are doing. And then number two, they begin to believe you for consistency's sake. I can't keep on coming there. If today I come, tomorrow you were not there, the next day I come, tomorrow you were not there. No, but when people begin to realize that there's consistency, dog, let me move it a little bit into even in ministry. Even in ministry, it is not only prayers. It is not only when you receive the call that you said, I'm starting a church. You start getting your own core church members when the church members begin to know that at least about 7-8 years now, the person is still in it. There's a kind of consistency. You kept yourself in the church. People are inviting you to come and preach elsewhere, but you refuse because you are always there. The church members are looking at it. What are you losing? If you go somewhere to preach, at least you get something small. Because the church is not able to take care of you. So it is those programs you go that can also take care of you and even take care of your family. And sometimes that same money can even also support the church as well. But it comes with discipline for you to say that no matter what, I am building the church members. For the next 5 years, I'm not traveling anywhere. I will consistently be in the church all the time. Then the church members know that, yes, this is somebody I can call my pastor. But today you are here 1 week. The next time you are here, you are here. Why? It's not only the money, but my sister, it is also because people think that when they get invited for them to go and preach elsewhere, that is what makes them feel that, yes, I am also an anointed man of God. Okay. Let's come home. Let's come home. Yeah. You see, sometimes, my dear, I've come to realize as a counselor, you can talk just a few on that main subject, but the examples you can give, it broadens up the person's or the counselee's mind. Even before you hit the main subject, the person begin to reason up.
Think on that line.
Yeah, the person begin to reason up. So I just want us to understand and let our good men also know that, yes, you can be tired about the marriage, but what justifies it? What justifies it?
Mm-hmm.
That is why I'm giving all these, because the things I'm saying, a lot of men are in ministry, a lot of men are working, a lot of men have started business. All the
Mm-hmm.
examples I'm giving, we find ourselves there.
Yeah.
I'm an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a reverend minister. I'm a counselor.
Mm-hmm.
I started my own business. I know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I have to paint the office myself.
Mm.
When I started and there was no money, I have to talk to my wife, and then we collapsed our dining hall, and I have to use the dining chairs around it to come and bring it to use it as a visitor's chairs and all that.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? The
Mm-hmm.
table that I used as a front desk for somebody to sit on was our study table. And I pushed the study things and the books somewhere, and then I used it because that was what I was having. My dear, I was having so much passion in that business that no matter what I have to put in, I didn't mind, and I have to pursue it. Again, I had a very good job, but I had to leave it and come and do this one
Mm.
because I was desperate for it. And thank God it worked.
Amen.
That is the thing.
Mm.
Also, I'm not just a reverend minister of belonging to a church, but a reverend minister which I have also started a Baptist church for more than 7 years now.
Mm.
And I stayed in the church. I stayed. I know
Mm.
what it is.
Mm.
Dog, it is not easy to start a ministry, to start a church.
At all. It's
You
not.
can be whilst you are growing, then they tell you that, oh, the venue, we need it, and then
Mm.
you take your people here, and then they say that, oh, we need it, and that's a whole lot of things.
Mm.
Renting a renting a small conference room at a restaurant area or whatever it is, whilst you are preaching, there are also a lot of noise, music, people are drinking, smoking, and all that. All these things are part of. But what do you do? The point is that if we have the capacity to hold on, to sustain all these things, to make it work, like I'm saying, that now the ministry I'm talking to you about and what we have gone through and the challenges we have gone through, still the ministry is thriving and all that. If we can do that, including all the disappointment and the people and lack of light and this and that, you have to be working to be visiting the church members and doing this. If there is nothing telling me that, let me throw it away, let me leave it. Why, as a husband, if there is a problem in my marriage, the next thing I think about is divorce? Why?
Mm.
Anyway.
Counselor, I like the way you're being hard on the men. It's like you want them to understand that marriage is not easy, so they better stay, right? They shouldn't get tired of marriage.
That is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That is what I'm saying.
Mm.
That is what I'm saying. Because it is part of you proving your maturity and your wealth as a man.
Mm.
It is not only proving yourself in somebody's company as a general manager and you are there and then you proud yourself that I've been able to work here for 10 years. I'm the general manager. Last year, I received the best managers award. You are the best manager for what? And you are divorcing and your marriage is not working.
Mm.
You have 150, 200, 300, 500,000 church members under you. You are a prophet. You are a bishop, you are apostle, you are this, you are that, my dear, and your marriage and your home is not working. How? No matter what your mother will do, no matter what your siblings will do, dog, I don't remember anybody saying that from now onwards, you are not my sister again. I've divorced you, you are not my sister again. Why is it that we are prone quickly to say that I'm divorcing my husband, I'm divorcing my wife because I am not happy? But who said that when you enter into marriage is only for happiness? Tell me which marriage in the Bible that it was for happiness. We need to come to the place of understanding that marriage is something that it comes with a purpose. It's a reason. But it's unfortunate that from day one, in the Garden of Eden, when the devil was able to enter into the mind of Eve, that is when things began to be like this. But at the end of the day, where there is law, there is grace.
Mm-hmm.
Where there's law, there's grace. And the Bible says in Romans, it says, if through by one man sin came,
Mm-hmm.
the same way that through another man,
Mm-hmm.
grace, salvation,
Mm.
repentance also came.
Yes.
So why do we find ourselves so easily dwelling on the negatives?
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I'm saying this before I give you just a few lists of what I'm going to say is that, yes, there are times too that some men deserve to be tired in the marriage, but
Mm-hmm.
not to the extent of letting it go.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you are not looking at something that you are supposed to look at it so that you'll be able to amend it. We say that marriage is an institution. So
Mm-hmm.
if marriage is an institution, then I would say that then it's like also like a business or whatever it is. So anybody who enters into that will look at certain things, which is the strength, the weakness, the opportunities, and probably the threats or the challenges of that particular institution or that business. Everything, dog, does not come with all of them like the strength. No. That is why in business they call it the SWOT analysis.
Mm-hmm.
What is the SWOT analysis that you did in
Mm-hmm.
entering into that marriage? What are some of the challenges?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't look at it. You see, you yourself too, you also need to analyze it to know that you yourself, there is also strength in you for that marriage. There's always the weaknesses in you for that marriage. There are some opportunities in you for that marriage. And there are some kind of challenges in you for that marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Let me use this as an example because I think it's already on social media. So let me use it. Let me tap a little bit from Charlotte Odro's issue.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of strength that that woman possesses.
Mm-hmm.
There are weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
There are opportunities in that marriage that today it is everywhere. There are a lot of opportunities
Mm-hmm.
and there are a lot of challenges as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dr. Charlotte said that she's a Zongo girl.
Mm-hmm.
And look at how she was describing the way she was brought up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, dog, that the tendency for that kind of attitude and character to have effect in marriage is about 85 to 90%? Do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because you are prone to talk in a certain style.
Mm-hmm.
You are trained to reason in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
You have built your emotions and your muscles in such a way that there are things it doesn't come so easily for you to accept. There
Yeah.
are things that when even a man says to you, quickly your emotions tells you that you can't talk to me like that. It is not you, Dr. Odro, that you want to do that. It is not the woman that feels like doing that, but it is the way she has been brought up, the environment that has molded her, prune her.
Mm.
I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. And you see, when you come from such an environment, you quickly need to know that I carry a lot of weakness and a lot of challenges so far as dealing with people are concerned.
Mm-hmm.
It is like temperament.
Mm-hmm.
Choleric, sanguine, melancholy, phlegmatic. You need to know that all of them carries their positive side and then their negative side.
Yes.
So if you are choleric, you should know that you are a natural leader. You are the let's go type and all that, and it's like you always want to drag people after you, such leader and all that. You should also know that as much as you have that charisma that you can start things and you can pull out crowd and all that, you also need to be careful. Otherwise, you might have good people following you, but your style of leadership will let them leave you one day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You should know. There are things that you have to know.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? There are certain things that you have to know.
Mm.
So when all these things are not checked, when all these things are not ironed out, and then it begins to bring problem, then we don't have to generalize it that I am tired. It is not working. And we are so quick as human beings to identify what our partner is doing that is not right, but not what we are not right.
It's always the other person, not you.
She said something on Gifty Auntie show that Gifty Auntie asked, so how are you going to manage your healing? Say, no. I don't need any healing. People like us. Listen, have you seen that dog? She's still not a Zongo girl. She's still not living as a Zongo girl. But do you know that whatever he says, she's still referring herself as a Zongo girl? That is it. You can leave Egypt and be going to the promised land, but you still love to be Egypt. No matter what God is doing to you, and no matter the newness God is bringing to the people of Israel, they still feel that they still want to be there. Now, if as at now, you are still describing yourself as I'm not saying that place is not good, but if as at now, per all that you know you have learned and all that, you still call yourself and you still feel that, oh, we Zongo people, we don't get healed, or we move on and all that. God knows Zongo attitude that has appeared in her home. I don't know if you are trying to get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You still want to maintain that. You still want to belong to that place.
Yeah.
Did you check that if you possess that kind of character, that kind of way of life, do you know what can bring to you? There's a positive side. What is the positive side? The positive side is those people,
they're resilient.
Resilience and pain cannot put them down, and it's like, but that place, there's a kind of pride, there's a kind of bullying, and there's a kind of a mentality that nobody should overcome me, and those places we don't submit. From those we don't submit. No. We don't respect anybody, because over there they know that life is what you make. And in such a situation, how do we expect that institution that the Lord has given to us is going to work? When you are a man and you decide to get married, and then now you want to be called a husband, you first need to assess yourself and then check that, who am I? And what am I going in for? What do I need to leave behind as a single man, and not to bring it into the next level of my life as a husband? Maybe per me myself, I love and I want to keep it, but for the sake of the marriage and for the sake of my new status as a husband, it's not going to work. So let me leave it. But I still go into that marriage and still thinking that I will still possess those kind of things because I like it, or because I'm the man, so the woman can't tell me anything, and I want to be selfish and still keep the characters I have, but I'm always telling the woman to stop certain characters of hers, forgetting that I am seeing that character from her because she has also been seeing that kind of character from me. And that is it. And to say, you need to find out what made it like that.
Yeah. Things don't just happen. Something causes a reaction.
Something causes the reaction. Dog, I am talking like this because I am getting so sad these days. I don't know why now people want to say that at least marriage is not good, marriage is a scam and all that. Women are tired, like we discussed. Men too are also getting tired about the marriage. So why are still people getting into marriage? Why? Then what is it? But after all said and done, dog, there are men, I think, that they deserve to be tied in their marriage. They deserve to be tied because there are certain things that are happening that they also realize that this is not what actually I bargained for. And number one, I will say that I will pick it from the point from the Bible, because the Bible says that wife, submit to your husband.
Mm-hmm.
He gave us an example. He says, submit to your husband as the church submit to God.
Mm-hmm.
Is that not so?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So I think that as a woman, you first have to sit down, take a pen and a paper, and analyze it. How does the church submit to God?
Mm.
So if you look at it, and if you can really be in that,
Mm-hmm.
but don't describe or prescribe your own submissiveness, or your don't list your own type of submissiveness and then decide to work with it. No,
Mm.
it's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
There are some women, there are some men, dog, which they are really suffering so far as disrespect in the marriage is concerned.
Mm.
Disrespect.
Mm.
A lot of women don't understand why their husbands says they are disrespecting them, because most women don't know what it means respect for a man. But
Mm.
they think that they think the respect for a man is by calling him Mura, my lord, oh please, oh that. That is not it. That is not it. That is not it.
Mm-hmm.
When you go into people's life, and men who are having side chicks and all that, when you go there, the way the side chicks are treating them, but they still love to be there. So men are not like bow down for me, do this and no, 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 no. But the mentality is different.
Mm.
If I accept that you are my wife, no matter what it is not my fault. It is the way I have been wired and the
Mm.
way God has made me. The same way that you also want me to understand you because of how you have been wired and how God has made you.
Mm-hmm.
The way you talk,
Mm-hmm.
when we are talking, and then I am talking to you, I'm expecting that as a wife, you keep a certain posture.
Mm-hmm.
My dear, you cannot give a posture of some way and then I don't know if I can do it. And then you see, there are sometimes that somebody is looking at you and the person is doing something like this. And then, do you think no matter how you are angry about
Mm-hmm.
your boss, do you think you can look at your boss like that?
No.
So, so, so what is it?
So are you saying that respect for men is the attitude that women show to them?
It is the attitude, and about more than 50% or 60% is the body language.
Mm. Okay.
Because most women don't know that what is in their mind and their heart is being demonstrated through their body. They don't see, they don't know. Some do know, and they did it intentional.
They don't care.
They don't care. And dog, you see, that thing is so much insulting in such a way that if you call 10 men, you get 0 which will accept it.
Mm. Attitude. Okay.
You get 0 which will accept it.
Mm.
Why? Because it is so demeaning.
Mm.
It is disrespect on its lowest grounds.
Mm.
And that kind of disrespect, the man conclude in the mind that no matter what next time respect I get from my wife, naturally she doesn't respect me. So any respect that comes again, that one is a camouflage.
Oh.
That is where the problem is coming
So,
from.
does that mean that wives don't get a second chance? We get judged and that's it?
You don't get a second chance in the mind, the man's mind. You don't.
But that's not fair though, because the Bible says to forgive.
It is not fair. But you see, that is why I say that women, sorry, that is why I'm saying that women tend to forget that
Mm-hmm.
what enters into the mind of a man,
Mm-hmm.
it takes, I don't know, it's difficult for you to erase it.
Mm.
It's very difficult for you to erase it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very difficult for you to erase it.
What? You want McDonald's? Hold on.
I just want McDonald's breakfast.
That will get you. Okay.
It takes a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
The man himself really need to work on himself.
Mm-hmm.
You see, sometimes you marry someone and then you know where the person is coming from, and you realize that, oh, when I married her, she was young, around 24, 23 years. And as we are growing, okay, fine. I know at that time she was young, so she didn't know and all that. And dog, sometimes too, when the man will also tend to forget or forgive, it depends on after you've letting the person know, after that, you see the changes from the person and you see regression and remorse from that attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Then you know that, oh, okay, she didn't know what she was doing. So you can give another chance.
Okay.
But when you realize that the person knew what she was doing, do you know why? Any woman that respects her husband will never show that kind of body language and attitude. Looking at your husband and you do this. You understand what I'm saying? You see,
Yeah.
there are things when you do, you've concluded it for the rest of your life.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
There are
if
some-
you've done that, how do you fix it?
That's what I'm saying. If you've done that, that's what I'm saying. That you it's like breaking a trust. You will be able to restore it, but it will take years. It will
Okay.
take years because, dog, when you do that to a man, you are telling the man that I was what we should have bought more than. You understand what I'm saying? You give that, you see, you erupt something from the man because you've damaged him from the mind. You've downgraded him to the point that it's either you find your way or you go. But most men will want to, what is the word? Retaliate.
Okay.
And dog, that is when you feel pepper from the man, I'm telling you. That is where you smell pepper. So there are some people who are saying that my husband is wicked, my husband is this, my husband is that. Go into read, they will tell you one time what you did, which has putting them
But you
into
see,
that.
Counselor, my problem is that I know that many men do not like to communicate. Maybe your wife did something that upset you, that made you feel disrespected. Why don't you call your wife and explain to your wife that this thing that you did, this is how it makes me feel, so that your wife will be aware that, oh, I made a mistake. I feel like it's unfair to punish your wife for something they didn't even know they did. And I'm
The
sure that
reason why
sometimes you don't
men,
just get up to say that, let me go and disrespect my husband. But something happens.
dog, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
The reason why most men don't bother to do that is that, like I said, there are things when you do. There are things, dog, when you do, you conclude everything. So there's no need for me to come to tell you anything.
Yeah, but that's unfair. That is
Yeah,
really
that is
unfair. It's
unfair. That
like
is,
you're giving
you see, that is unfair. But you see, dog, that is why we have to be very careful whatever that we do. We should be very careful. We should be very careful whatever that we do. That is it. We should be very careful. Right? No matter what it is, as a man, you cannot use the private part of a woman to insult her and expect that you go and tell the woman, I am sorry. You are sorry, she will say yes because you are my husband and I'm living with you as a husband. But that thing will never leave the mind. It will never. It will never. You see, dog, all that I'm trying to say is that in marriage, there are no go areas and no go characters and attitude. Don't do it at all. And a typical disrespectful woman will do the things I have mentioned.
Okay. So
Though there are times when a woman will show disrespect, but it came out of when we are talking and some kind of things and anger and all that. But there is a character and there's something you demonstrate. It is not because of what I have done that you are disrespecting me, but you meant to do it. You have planned to do it, and you had opportunity, and you've done it. Yeah. We can talk, and you can talk back. That one, after all, what is it? We are all talking, but just that your tone or your voice was loud, and then and sometimes too. You get angry, and then I'm calling you and you don't mind me. I'm calling you, you don't mind me. I get there and say, so haven't you heard me call you? I've heard it. And so why are you not minding me? I don't want to mind you. Leave me alone. Leave here. Oh, dog. But this one, you are calling your wife. He's not responding. You went up. He says, I've heard it. And I don't want to mind you. And so what? Do whatever you want to do. Dog, this one, dear, you know that something has happened. Like the woman is angry. You understand what I'm saying? This one, you can't take it. It's a disrespect as well, but no man will hold it so much like that. But every man cherishes honor. And if you honor me, you will never look at me top and down with that eyes and that way. The one I was telling you, they can turn themselves like this and look at you, and then they, hey, no. No, this one,
mercy.
This one is so dangerous. Huh? I'm telling you. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. If you call 10 men, you get 0 who will say that, oh, this one there is nothing. Yeah, no matter what, even if it's a child. That is why I took my time to explain certain things from the beginning. Okay. That women are wired in a way, men are wired in a way. Men are mental beings, women are emotional beings. That is it. So the reason why people don't understand and marriages are getting like this, most women don't know that the things and the little things that I felt I could do and I did, you are expecting that your husband will let go. No, dog. There are certain things women have done to their husbands, and that is why it has put in the men in that kind of way that they think the man is now maltreating them and all that. And you see, sometimes when you meet them, and then the man tells you that, oh, this and that is what the person did. It might be that, oh, but this one, so I wouldn't even bother to even tell you why it's like that. No. Men will not even bother to tell you. But you've done enough for me to know that, not that I am only not disrespected, but I am dishonored. And number 2, I am like a tissue paper for you. Yeah. When a man begin to grab this in the mind, forget it. Forget it. Forget it.
So it's about giving attitude and showing disrespect. That's all.
Dog. Men are getting tired as well because they are getting disappointed in the home, because most women are now trying to leave whatever that they are supposed to do at home. They tend to forget that the home is like the second office to the man. And it's like today, it's dog, please, let me clear this well. It's not that men marry women for them to be like a house help that come and then clean the house and do this. Yes, as much as things have changed, we are in a global village and all that, please, we should also come to understand that we are black, so we are human beings. We come from different different background with different cultures. But the same way we are seeing phones, we want to see marriage like that. No matter who the man is, I know where I'm coming from. And I know what you do for me that makes me feel that, yes, I'm a man. No matter where I go in the church, wherever I go, no matter how I will be respected and be honored, it can never come close to if my wife honors me, how I will feel. The greatest feeling of respect and honor comes from your home, your wife. I'm telling you, no matter how our president, John Mahama, will be honored by Ghanaians. Look at when he's coming, everybody is greeting, and look at Big Man, everybody is bowing down and all that. It does not come close any to what First Lady Lordina will give to him. It doesn't come close. It doesn't come close. But you ask yourself, if it is only the word honor and disrespect, then what again do men want? That is when you need to understand that marriage is a mystery. Marriage is a mystery. And you don't look at it as you are looking at the normal things. So because today life has changed, oh, now men can work, women can work, what men can do, women can do better, and all those things that we are saying, it does not mean that.
Whoever said that should stop saying it. And people are getting in trouble for it.
Yeah, you see, dog, that does not mean that at least you have to take me to be a white person. No, I'm not a British. I'm not a German, and I'm not American. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not.
Yeah.
There's this lady who is a Ghanaian and then married a white man. And then after about 3 years, the man's father died, and all the properties, he was the only son, all the properties went to him. And now, about 7 years now, the woman is really enjoying. The man has gone to bring all the ladies' family members, and then they are owning about 5 houses, and is giving them jobs to do and all that, because the father was having a company and all that. And sister, everything, even when the woman cough, whatever that he needs, this man is providing it. And then this pastor who used to be the pastor to the lady, they had a program and then they met. He was talking, and the white guy was telling the pastor, oh, it's been a while, we met once, and then also, yes, he says, I hope you are, no. And then he said to the man that, God bless you so much. My daughter said, you are really taking good care of her, you love her and all that. I said, yes. I'm doing that because she's also taking care of me. And then the pastor says, how? Because for you white people, he says, so how is he taking care of you? He says, she cooks for me, she respects me, and my wife serves me on the table. When I finish eating, she comes to take it. And I said, what? So you, Abrofutu, you also love and cherish this? And then you people are spoiling our women, and then you are making us think that with you white people, it's like the man can go to the kitchen, go and cook your food and do everything. Sister, we are deceiving ourselves. Oh. No matter the person being a Jamaican, a British, American, or whatever, if the person is a man, he carries the genes of God and how God made men. That is the nature of it. But we are trying to think that, oh, when you travel, things changes, and men can also do this, and men are also sweeping, and men are also cooking. When you go, the white people are also cooking for their wives, and they are doing this and they are doing that. Yes, they will do it because they don't have any option. But when you treat them like that, they also love it because it speaks volumes for them. And this white man says he's doing all that because of, look at some of these things that he's talking about. Why? Because this lady has decided to see this man as a Ghanaian man and be treating him as that. And another thing the man said is that, I have encouraged most of my friends to marry Ghanaian women. Why has he not encouraged his friends to marry white women? Who told you that the white men, what they are going through, that is what they like? But it is their culture, where they come from, that they tend to accept it so easily.
Mm.
Dog, this is your topic. There's a lot we can talk about it. Number
Mm-hmm.
2, there are some men who are getting tired because of the infiltration of family members from the woman's side.
Mm.
Yeah. I know of a couples that if the woman will show the man love is when she has brought something up. My mother wants this, my brother wants this, and you are able to do it for her. That is when you begin to see that my wife is showing me love.
Wow.
They want you. Yeah, there are some women who want you to understand that you are marrying me, but my love for you and respect for you depends on how you handle my family.
Mm.
There are some men who are also getting tired because of the lack of physical attraction in the marriage.
Mm.
Dog, sex is everything for a man.
Mm.
Sex is everything for the man.
Mm.
It is everything. The word is everything for the man, sex.
Mm.
Dog. But that is how men has been made.
Mm-hmm.
Don't force yourself and then make it like which and you people there and all that. If you are saying that yes, my husband should also take time and make me also feel it, that one you have every right.
Mm.
But don't try to make it look like my husband loves sex too much and this and that. And what is it? Why are you not understanding the fact that for this marriage to be well sustained,
Mm-hmm.
for my husband to feel good?
Mm-hmm.
Because, sister, do you know something? Sex also works so deep in the mind of a man.
Mm.
My dear,
Mm.
more than 19 years in counseling, when you
Mm-hmm.
hear some of the things men are going through in bed, how women are treating them, so far as sex is concerned, you'll be surprised.
Mm.
You will be surprised. You'll be surprised. The kind of comment that they will make before.
Mm-hmm.
Your erection will you will lose it for almost about 2-3 weeks. And it's not only what you said that causes the man to lose erection, but you have also damaged the mind.
Mm.
My dear, there are a lot of things women have done which they didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe until counseling that the man gets the courage to say that this is what you did that damaged me, or this is what you did that I felt so. Then the woman will say, oh, so my husband, is that how you are? This thing that I said some years ago, so that is what, that is, yes, that is how it is. That's why I'm saying that, sister, the man will do everything for you. He will give you the money, he will give you everything. But the real heart that he need to hold you as a wife, you will not get it.
Mm.
Yes, I don't want trouble because I need to work and take care of you. I need to give you money. I need to do this. I need to do that. Yes, we can sleep and have children. We have children and all that. But for you to get the real part of me, it's gone. It left me and left the marriage long time because of how you disrespected me, because of how you decided to use your body, your attraction as a weapon against me, how you decided to speak to me and how you managed and all that, and it's so difficult. Sister, somebody like me,
Mm-hmm.
I am a kitchen person.
Okay.
I am a very, very kitchen person.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mind doing those things because I have done it and I did it when I was young because I happen to be very close to my mother. So
Okay.
cooking is something that I even love it. I remember some years ago I was going to look for a job and my hobby was cooking, and there was a woman within the panel, and then she asked a question. I think, which job is that? I think Tigo.
Mm.
I think Tigo, yeah. I've worked with Tigo for some time. And
Mm-hmm.
the woman said, wow, why are you a caterer or you did home economics? I said, no. Said, but how is cooking your... So that was during the interview, those were the questions. And then she asked me a question. about food. She said, so you know how to cook? I said, yes. Which type of food? I said, oh, soup, stews, and I said, what type of stew and all that. So she asked me a question about this type of beans. I've forgotten, but I took my time and then I explained to her. And then the lady was sitting there and says, if this company belongs to me, I'll give you the job right away. She just said that. They all started smiling, and I think that is what also helped for me to also get the job.
Wow.
Anyway, so I am a kitchen person. But my dear, let me tell you something. I go to kitchen, I cook. I go to kitchen, I can serve myself. I put my food on the even this morning. When I went to the kitchen, my breakfast was being prepared. When the breakfast was being put on the serving tray, I just took it myself and then I came to sit down and then I ate. Sometimes while I'm standing at the kitchen, I'm just enjoying the food and all that. But that does not mean that, or that does not take from it that when I am being served, when I am served by my wife, you can let somebody cook the food. I don't know who cooked it. That is not a man's concern. But when I come and then you say that, my dear, you are welcome. Will you bow before you eat, or you want to eat now? Your food is ready. Oh, my goodness. My goodness, sister. It doesn't mean I cannot go to kitchen, but I feel honored because somebody is showing that kind of care to me. And when I went to work, probably I went to do, my boss to another young lady because of job. I am humbling for her and I'm doing all that. And people have been shouting on me because of the work and all that. But when I come home, at least I also have a human being who also makes me feel that I am not down all the time, but I have somebody who also can make me feel like a king. I can decide that, let me go and bath and come and then, but when you go extra mile, like, if you are not too much hungry, go and bath at least just go and wash down. You look tired today, so just go and just shower and then feel good and then come and have your dinner, and you can listen to the news or watch some movie and then refresh yourself. Sister, let me ask you a question. You go to a restaurant and then you ask for food and you are being given, or you are being given the menu, and then you take the menu, they order it, and then they bring it to you. The following 2-3 days, you went there again, you took the menu, you made your choice, they did it for you. Now, though, you go to another restaurant, and when you went there, you took the menu, you made your choice, they did it for you. It was good. So the next day, you decided to repeat on that second place. But this time when you made the choice, you didn't go there on the third day, but you went there on the second day because the food was nice. So the second day when you went there and you made a choice, now the lady or the one who is taking your menu, your order said that, auntie, it's good. I know you like the food you ate yesterday. That's why you want to eat it again. But we also have this, and that, and you can also try it. And yesterday, this is what you ate. But if you don't mind, you can just balance it and see. You can try this one. If you don't like it, I will do the one you wanted to order for you. But I know you will really enjoy it. And this one too, I believe that because it comes with leaves and this kind of contemporary and all that, it also has so much benefits on you and all that. So you can do it. You can also try this one and see. It's nice and you like it. And you go, no matter what, you say that, okay, let me try it. But my dear, when you try it and then you love it. These two restaurants, where do you think you love to go again?
I'll go where they made good suggestions to me. Where the lady.
Why are you going there? No, you are going there. Okay. You've already answered it. You go there, you go to where they made good suggestion to you because the person went extra mile and not just being somebody who is taking your order, but the person also showed care about your health and then your choice, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
That is it. That is the natural aspect of it. So I have come from work. You are giving me food. You say, are you ready? And now you are going extra mile to tell me that, oh, if you are not too much hungry, just go and then wash down. You look tired and all that. So just go and wash down and then come down and sit down and relax and eat. My dear, do you think that? So who is such a crazy man who wouldn't say that my wife loves me? Maybe she wouldn't say, my dear, I love you. She would just take the bag and climb up and then decide to go and then bath. But you've made him feel like a child, which is being cared for by a woman. Not that we cannot take our decisions, but a wise woman has a very subtle way, always how to enter into the brains of a man. That the man will always feel honored and feel like a child. And that man, that wife is his everything. Even if the man is a mad person. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. He might not tell you, but when he goes out, he will let people know that my wife is my everything.
So if I understand you correctly, men really like it when women show care and when their wives show care and concern. Even the things they can do for themselves, they appreciate it that their wives are showing them that care and concern.
That is it. Like I gave you an example. I do everything in the kitchen myself. I can get meat or fish or whatever from the fridge. I'll put it there for it to thaw, and I'll put it in the air fryer, and I will season it. I can do everything. Put rice on the fire, and I can do everything for the whole family to eat. And I can serve them, my dear. I love to serve my family. I can do that. But when you do it for me as well, you have increase the amount of love in the bank for yourself. For yourself. And that is what a man will say, that my wife honors me.
So in a way, acts of service is part of most husbands' love language. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, because that is where we pick our love from. That's where we pick our respect from. So that is why most men, tend to be more closer. And if you are not careful, they by the time you realize, you are having something to do with that your secretary.
Because your secretary will keep doing stuff for you.
That is it. Every man loves a serviceable woman. But not that men are trying to say that you are a house help or you should continue to do, or you should. No, if the man wants you to do it all the time, it means that the man gets something from it when you do it. But maybe he is also not knowing how best to communicate it to you. But most women think that, why do you always want me to do this? Why you always? But you, the woman, if you want the man to join, there's a way to go about it. Some years ago, when we got married, the first year, second, third year, I really love football. And during that time in Ghana, I realized that our football was very good, and this Black Star and all that, not now. And my wife is not a football type. But my dear, I did my homework well. Now my wife will know that, hey, my husband, there's a football coming, or have you gone for the ticket? We have to go. You understand? Now she will even remind me that there's a football match, we have to go. But if you are not careful, this same football thing could have brought problem in the marriage. This same football, it could have brought problem in the marriage.
Mm.
It could have been that because I might probably think that I have to handle it because I'm the man. No, no. But when I took my time to explain to her and then find a nice way and looked at the best and appropriate time to first introduce the first one to her and then made her happy. When we finished, we went to sit somewhere to have some kind of kebab and all that, and then we had some time, and then she was okay with it. You see, don't let us conclude about our marriage when we don't know whether the application is right or wrong. Dog, because of time. Another thing is frequent resentment in the marriage, and men are getting tired. Frequent resentment. Frequent resentment. Everything the woman quells out. Everything she doesn't talk to you. Everything she's quiet. All the time. I know some of the resentment are calling for attention. I was talking to some couples and the man says that my wife is not talking to me. She's so she's giving me that kind of resentful attitude and all that. And I asked, I said, did you ask her what is really wrong? He said, yes. This morning I asked. And I asked the woman, did she ask you? He said, he asked me only twice. And I said, but how? He said, he should have asked about the third or the fourth time.
All right.
And then I said that first one, you didn't mind. Second one, I didn't mind. Why were you expecting third and fourth? He says, when you continue to ask, then I know that it is you are intentional. You really want to know. But if it is the first and the second, maybe because I am quiet, that is why you want me to feel that you care. But if you really care, you will continue to ask until I have mind you. How bad? You see how it is. To resent communicates a lot to the opponent. But most women, it's becoming too frequent that every little thing, the person want to be quiet. And sometimes, most women, when they show that attitude, it pushes the man. You see, they don't know how to handle it. So most times when it happens like that, they also let it go a long way, or it goes round to rather tend to be an insult to the man. Let me give you an example. You are quiet. I don't know why you are quiet. And like I was telling you, you come from work and then the person is so quiet and you are just trying to, and oh my dear, why are you quiet? What is it? What is the problem? For these 3 days, you've been so quiet and all that. And you are standing there, the person is sitting, and you are asking the question, dog. And the way the person will look at you top and down, and you see, there wasn't any problem. I'm only trying to find out why this kind of resentment. But you've done something right now that you have escalated the thing to another level. I was not feeling bad. I didn't know what was happening. That's why I've come to you. It is a great opportunity for you to tell me what is it. If I have to say sorry, I will say sorry. If it's something I did unintentional, I don't even know I've done it, then you will also draw my attention on that. But now, where from that look? Where from that disrespectful body language you've given to me? Then you've lost the opportunity for me coming back to you. So if you are not careful, that particular issue will never be attended to. Then we continue to live our lives in the house.
Okay, Councillor Albert, our time is fast spent. So, in the next 2 minutes, let's wrap up. So, what are the last words that you have about why some husbands are tired of marriage?
I will end by saying that some marriages, some couples, wives are also too demanding.
Mm,
Some wives are also very have a lot of competitive mind and all that. They want their husband to be like other people's husbands.
mm,
Others too are also picking other characters from their friends and all that. It's
mm,
not that most men want their wife to be home based or
mhm,
housewives and all that, but most men who think they can take care of their family and their wife think that if you do that, it's better for you, because when the women are found everywhere, they go to work, they do this, they go, they are
independent?
they are no they are influenced by the environment where,
Okay.
yeah, they
Okay.
go. So that also becomes it when it is so much a kind of demanding and this kind of competitive mentality and
Mm,
all that. And also some women are not ready to amend, they are not ready to listen. My
mm,
dear, if you are married and then you don't want to listen to your husband, then you
mm,
are telling your husband that you are not my husband, you are not my head. I am
mm,
not ready to listen to you. I don't respect you as that.
mm,
So when you don't listen to me, when you are not ready for us to amend and to move on, then
mm,
I become tired about the marriage, because then there's nothing we can do. Because when somebody is sick and you know
mhm,
the person is sick and you
mhm,
give the medication and the person says, I won't take it,
mhm,
every mother becomes frustrated. So
mhm,
that is why when a child is young and he cannot take the medication directly, then we grab the child so well and force the medication. But
yeah.
as we are grown, we can't force anything to you.
Mm,
It becomes a problem. Yes. We get so tired also when there's an issue and then quickly you want to take it outside. You take it
mm,
to your family, you take it to
mm,
your friends. Now today is here, now today is there, and all that. It becomes like that. But in general,
mm,
what I would say is that when a woman really loves a man,
mhm,
all other things I've mentioned, there's none of them that the man cannot forgive.
mm,
Men don't marry and say that I'm going to marry this woman and destroy her. No,
mm,
no, men don't do that. That
mhm,
I'm intentionally going to marry this woman and destroy her. No. But
mm,
what can make a man destroy a woman? It will surprise you that it came from only just about one word,
mm,
which we don't know. I
mhm,
will advise that women should be very careful how
mm,
they go about handling things in marriage, and
mm,
they should come to terms to know that men are wired that way.
mm,
They are very difficult in reasoning how to let go of certain things that my wife has done to me. It becomes very difficult.
mm,
But when the Spirit of the Lord is in it, it
mm,
convicts the person and
mm,
then brings to the person, the husband, to the place of forgiveness
mm,
and how to deal with that bitterness
mm,
so that the person can get healed out of it. If
mm,
it is not like that, and then
mhm,
the woman also begin to look like, okay, if this is what you are doing, then I will also do the same and face it with you. Then you are rather fueling the anger and the pain of the man, and then he also begins to also do that. Then at the end, it becomes like now women are all on social media talking about the weakness or the wickedness of men and all that, without they also not knowing that that same man has
mm,
carried her and kissed her before. That
mm,
same man, he has spoken to people about this same man before.
mm,
No man comes intentional, as I said, as a wicked person, but
mm,
we should be very careful how we go about it. Finally,
mm,
men also, that we also have to be very smart to
mm,
know that in life, it is not all that you get that you actually prepared for. But
mhm,
if you are in your company and
mm,
you know what to do as a
mm,
manager, let
mm,
us learn to also know what to do in our marriages as managers and directors of the marriage.
mm,
Because marriage is not for enjoyment.
mm,
Because you come from two different backgrounds, no matter what it is.
Mm.
You will face challenges and problems.
Mm.
But when you begin to see it, I will say that rather thank God, because the two of you are being real in the marriage.
Okay.
When you don't face any problem, it means one person is hiding the real character of him or her.
Mm.
But no matter what it is,
Mm.
it is something you can really do something about it.
Mm.
Marriage is not a scam,
Mm.
and marriage is not bad, because God intentionally gave it to us.
Mm.
Seek for counseling and seek for wisdom, and try to get the truth, because the truth will set you free. Thank you.
Now, there you have it. Thank you so much, Councillor Albert. This has been another eye-opening session. I appreciate that you really encourage the men, that you don't just get up and run, but then you also address the issues that happens in marriage that make men want to give up. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us. And like we always say on Let's Talk Marriage, it takes a good Christian to have a good Christian marriage. So until we come your way with another interesting and deep topic on marriage, we pray that God will bless your marriage. Bye-bye.